There we go. Okay, that is much better. I can hear it now, so I know that you guys can hear it, and all should be well with the world. Okay. So let me just, again, do the boring task here of checking one more thing. Just to make sure that everything is correct on the Twitch side of things. Okay. Yeah, talk about an echo effect. Alright, so it is split up into two. That's interesting. Alright. I'm going to remove the one where I couldn't hear anything. I'm guessing you couldn't hear anything either. And we'll just continue on like nothing ever happened. How about that? Alright, should be good now. Alright, let's go. So, when we last left off, we, let's see, what had happened? A lot had happened. And then we got caught in this really long dungeon. So, let's see. We returned to Messidia. Everyone was like, wow, you're a Paladin. And Cecil's like, yeah, I'm a Paladin. And they're like, wow, we didn't think you could do it. And he's like, I know. So, the Elder then unlocked the way through the Serpent Trench back to Baron. We came back to Baron, ended up in the town of Baron. Went to the inn, found our old pal Yang suffering from amnesia or mind control, not really sure which. And then he joins up with us after we knock him around a bit. And he finds the key of Baron on him because he is apparently like a captain of the guard or something. So we use that key to, one, unlock the weapon and armor store, which is really important. And number two, we went into the underground passages that connect the town of Baron to the castle of Baron. Always useful to have these underground passages. Alright, so here we are, and last time I also got really confused between the Ancient Sword and the Avenger Sword. You see here, Cecil does have another option for swords other than the Legend Sword. It is the Ancient Sword, and unfortunately I cannot find a good use for it. I really can't. Last time I even stopped playing so that I could go and look up on the, at one of the FF wikis somewhere what the heck this thing does. And it does nothing. That's not very useful. And it's you can see here with the Legend Sword, he's at 47 attack. With the Ancient Sword, he's at 42. Like, why would I want this thing? So I don't know. It's just another sword. I think it's pretty poor placement in the game for it. However, I will say this. The other thing I got really confused about last time was what that sword was. I was convinced it was the Avenger Sword, which is something completely different that apparently we find later in the game. But yeah, I'm a little more awake this time, so that helps. I like this. The wizards, who are supposed to be like the slow guys who, take their time and ready their magic and everything, they are getting all their turns first. Meanwhile, our seasoned veterans of wars and things, Cecil and Yang here, are just taking their good old time to get ready to do anything. Get him, Yang. Yang can kill these things in one hit, I believe. Look at that. Alright. So we got ourselves some coins, we got ourselves some experience, and what I'm really just wanting is to climb up this ladder or these stairs and get the heck out of here. Finally. That is a really long dungeon. Like, we spent probably half hour, 40 minutes in it last, Friday? This past Friday. Alright, so we are, as we talked about at the beginning of the game, come out in the moat of the Castle of Baron. And we are here for a couple of reasons. One, we want to find out what is going on with the king. Number two, we want to find out what is the deal with this Golbez guy who's controlling everything apparently. And three, we want to rescue Sid, who's apparently been imprisoned for refusing to reveal where his new airship is. I like these guys are just standing there. Hey, hello. They don't care that we're there, or they can't see us. Okay, so we come in through this little door here. And what's interesting about this game is because of the perspective that you have in this game, you can go this entire time until this point without knowing that that little door is there. But it is always there, which is kind of fun. Anyway, here we are. I believe this is the where the dungeon is. Yep, dungeon. And no one's home. Kind of weird, isn't it? One, we expected Sid to be there. Two, I would expect at least some guards to be there, but this place looks pretty deserted. Let's see what Cecil's room is like. No one here either. And yeah, this is Cecil's room. And he can even take a nap. I guess we didn't need to use those tents in the waterway. Oh well. Oh well. Let's go. I agree. Let's go. This might actually be important. If they give us a chance to save after this next thing that we need to do, then we're gonna come back here and use it for healing. Look at this. Everyone's gone. Where is everyone gone to? Like, this is where you see Sid at the beginning of the game. He's just standing up here. Presumably, like, they want you to think like, oh, he's looking out, you know, at the moat and what's beyond, but from the perspective, you can clearly see that he's just staring at a wall. That's okay. Again, 1991, I'm going to cut them some slack. Here we go. Through the many passages of the Castle Baron, and... Uh-oh. Oh, it's you. Cecil, welcome back to Baron. Beigen, you aren't controlled by Golbez? No way. I am the captain of the guards. My loyalty to the state is unwavering. I see. Then come with us. You can be of great help. Man. So I know Cecil's a good guy and everything, but I hate it when they play the good guy as naive. That is never good. You don't want your good guys to be dumb and trusting of everyone. You want them to have a good head on their shoulders. We know that apparently now the entire Castle of Baron is under Golbez's control. Why would Cecil believe this guy? Hey, are you under Golbez's control? No, I'm not. Definitely not. I'm the captain of the guard, man. My loyalty is unwavering. Why wouldn't you question that? Oh well. Chief Guard of Baron Beigen joined. I really like how they are playing through this. And then a second later, the twins split off and say, something smells. Something's a little fishy here. Hey, you gotta give him commitment to the part. He's really trying here. Something's fishy. Can't you act a bit better? What? I was given a great gift from my master Golbez. I'll show it to you. That didn't take long. Oh look, he's evil. I mean, come on, oh, right, active time battle. I mean, we should have realized this right at the beginning. Oh, and he hits hard. Yeah, we should have realized that he was evil right at the beginning because he, ooh, forgot he could do that. Is it one of these arms I want to cut off and the other one I want to leave alone? Let's try that one. Right at the beginning of the game, he was already acting like a jerk. Like, he's the one who told the king that I was talking crap about, you know, the mission, and I was saying that something was wrong and all that, and that I was hesitant, that Cecil was hesitant to, you know, follow his orders. Like, he already knew he was a rat. Okay, so he put up a wall, which is a reflective spell. Jeez, Tella. Wow, okay. I don't know if he can reflect twin magic, so let's try that. If he can reflect it, then we're in big trouble, but we're gonna hope that he can't. And I think I remember something where as long as if both arms are destroyed, he regenerates them, but if one is still there, then he doesn't? I can't remember. Okay, Tella, you, yeah, there he goes. Fry that arm. Porum, you heal us. Cecil and Kane are going to go after the body. Nice. Very nice. When I was under-leveled, usually as a kid, and I'd come to this point, I would usually use spells like slow and all that stuff because they were new, and you don't need it. I do wish there was some kind of graphical representation of when the wall that he put up goes down. That would be really helpful. But this game, that wasn't bad at all. This game, oh right, he's still got an arm walking around. They don't show you when the wall spell goes away, and so it's really difficult, and you just have to like trust your timing that, okay, now I feel like it's gone. Look at Cecil, he's sad. Why? Why? The guy was a jerk, and it seems like he's always been a jerk, so I don't know why he's feeling bad. Maybe he feels bad because he put his friends in danger because he was being naive. We'll go with that. That makes more sense. So no mages here. I don't know if we can go this way yet. Let's try it. If we can't go this way yet, I think this is gonna be the. Oh, well, hold on a moment. So this was being guarded earlier in the game when we were in Baron, and yeah, look at that treasure. And you can tell, like, with that Cure 2 especially, that this is meant to be gotten at this point in the game. There's no way to get it at the beginning of the game. Okay, so down here, I believe is more treasure? What's in this tower? Ooh. The only way to get that one is to go down and then come back up, so we'll get it in a minute. Ooh, elixir. Elixirs are great items. I have a real problem with them though, and my problem is that I always save them until I really need them, and then I never use them because I'm too busy saving them. Sealed with unknown power. We'll be back here later. There's that. So this is another place that was guarded at the beginning of the game, and we couldn't get into it. And usually I come here after I do the next thing that we're supposed to do, but I figure, hey, let's do it now. Ooh. It is kind of disappointing to see open treasure chests, because you're like, oh, there's nothing in there. Like, why couldn't they have just shoved anything in there? Would have been nice. You know, even a Cure 1 or something. Come on. Alright, so we got all this treasure that's lying around here. Apparently not being used by anybody anymore. And let's go rest. And I'm going to go so far as to say, you know what, whoops. That's what happens when I look over here instead of looking at where I'm going. Did I do it again? Yep, I did it again. Always look where you're going. I'm going to go so far as to say, let's go back down into the passage to save our game, just in case. It's probably overkill, but just in case. You know what? There's something else I want to try that I don't think I've ever done. Let's go out here and see if we can talk to these guys. What are you? I am Cecil, and you're apparently okay with just some random guy walking around your castle. Okay, now we know. So, yeah, we didn't use much magic in that fight, and we handled it really well, but again, I want to make sure that, you know, nothing... I don't want to be in a position where we have to do all this again. I hate that. I've already had to do that, I think, twice in the month now that I've been streaming this. And both times, well, wait, one time was because I forgot to hit the record button, so I wasn't saving the footage like I wanted to. And the other time was because, oh, what was it? It was, oh, my game didn't save. So despite me saving my game in the game, it didn't save to the Pi because I didn't exit the game. And that's how I figured out that the save games save to the disk, the Pi, when you exit the game and not any other time. So, some hard lessons learned. And again, I know this is going to take like an extra 2 minutes here just to go back down into that cave, but I really don't want to have to repeat anything again. So here we are. We're probably going to get attacked, but hopefully not too bad. Oh, we made it in. And we are going to save. And then leave. And then we'll get on with it. Get on with it! Oh. It's the controller, not me, honestly. Oh, of course. I was just going to run. And yeah, I know. But again, I want to make sure that I do this next fight right. I do remember this next fight being easy. It's just, it's been so long, I really don't want to screw this up. I do love this music. Here we go. Let's see if there's anybody over here. No. And no. So everyone's missing. Alright, here we are in the throne room. Can I? I can explore left and right, I don't have to go up. Alright, let's talk to him. Alright, buddy. Man, do we have a bone to pick with you. Cecil, I am happy you returned, Your Majesty. I see you've become Paladin. But I do not like that. That's not good, Cecil. It's not good. King Baron? Baron? Who's that? Oh, I remember. He's the fool who refused to surrender. How'd you forget? Like, you've been acting as the King of Baron this entire time. Since before the start of this game. How'd you forget? It's like, you're just trying to be an evil jerk now. Don't do that. Oh, yes. And I took his place. Ha ha ha. How could I have forgotten? You! Want to see the king? Don't worry. You'll see him soon enough. I'm not like Millen, see. I'm surprised that he made it as one of the four fiends of elements. Then you are... Indeed, I am the fiend of water, Kinazo. I think this guy has a different name in the Japanese and even the later releases of this game. I can't remember what it is. I've always known him as Kinazo, but yeah, I think he's got something different. Okay, so the deal here, he gathers this water, and this is the part that's kind of irritating, because you only have a very short amount of time to do something about it, like hit it with lightning to dispel the water. But if your mages are just too slow, like this, then he sends the wave after you and does major damage. Fortunately, we've got Paladin, who, as we know, just destroys things, but even he's not that great here. The lit scared him. The lightning scared him. We do have, however, Tella with Lightning 3. And let's see what that does. Oh, we gotta wait, apparently. Bam! That's more like it. So he went and he hid in his shell. Unfortunately, I believe we can't get him out of there. And if we attack... Oh, we just killed him. It was such an easy fight. I completely forgot that. So, yeah. I think usually when he's in his shell, if you physically attack him, he sends the wave back at you or something. Or maybe he heals. I can't remember. But, yeah, I forgot how easy that fight is. 4,000 gold, 1,100 experience. Good stuff. You imposter! Hey, it's our boy, Sid. You're gonna pay for putting me in that smelly joint. What? So Sid apparently broke out of prison at some point. Sid! Oh, Cecil! Where's Rosa? She ran after you. Golbez took her. Golbez abused my airship and now Rosa. We must rescue her. Lead us to the airship. Who is this strange old man? What? How about yourself? I'm still young. Poor him, always the peacemaker. Oh, please stop. Mr. Sid, this is Master Tella, a great sage. This is Yang, the karate master of Fabul, and I'm Porum, a white wizard of Messidia. Hi guys! That is my twin brother Paladin. Yeah! Yeah! I'm glad to meet you, sir. Well, he knows some manners. Where's the latest airship? Well, where nobody would suspect. We have no time. Oh, be quiet and follow me. He's just standing around. She has to go over and pull him along. One of the things about this game, you know that whenever you have 6 characters together like this, something bad is going to happen because you can only have 5 in your party. I didn't expect you to defeat me, but this does not mean anything to this Canazo. Why don't you accompany me to the dark world? Stay tuned for Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past for more on that, I suppose. Now, this is some freaky stuff. This is a common fear among people, even among non-claustrophobic people. It's like the walls gradually coming in and squishing you, like that scene in Star Wars where they're in the trash compactor. That kind of stuff, never good. But again, you could even draw that as another parallel to the Star Wars movies. We talked a little bit about Evil Empires and Vixen Wedge in the next game, but this one has plenty of little nods to it as well, and I would consider this one of those. It's locked. This one too. Well, door's locked. What the heck are we gonna do? Paladin, Porum. Thanks, dude. We'd love to be with all of you. What? You won't be stuck in a place like this. Please look after Cecil, Master Tella. Ready for him? Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Wrong voice. Wait, no! Don't! Stone. So keep in mind when stuff like this happens. This isn't the first time we've seen a tragedy like this in this game. We saw it first, I believe, really some adult subject matter. Like, the game begins with you being the bad guy, raiding an innocent village and stealing their stuff. Shortly after that, your character inadvertently murders a child's mother. Maybe murder's the wrong word, but kills a child's mother. And very shortly after that, sets an entire town on fire, burns the entire place to the ground. So we've seen awful things like that happen. This, though, is very different because it's children. These two children, who knows how old they are? Maybe they're teenagers, maybe they're, 10, 11, 12. I don't know. I don't know if it's ever stated anywhere. But these two children have now sacrificed themselves to save Cecil and friends. Yeah, that I don't think there's anything in any other game that I've played where you have a child making that kind of sacrifice. So telecasts heal in an attempt to revert them back to normal. However, no effect. They have become stone by their own will. So because they themselves chose this, Tella's healing magic has no effect. That is a sacrifice. And again, made by children for adults. So that's not really a comfortable, message either. But that is exactly what has happened here. These two, have been members of our party. They've been trusted companions, even though they've been children. And now they have made the ultimate sacrifice to save the rest of the group. Tella here regrets that what they've done because he, being an old man, feels that he should have been the one to make the sacrifice instead of them. Tella at this point has nothing but vengeance on his mind. Obviously, his daughter Anna was first. The Red Wings, through Golbez's order, destroyed Damcyan and not inadvertently, but I guess indirectly. Not indirectly. What's a good word for what they did? She died because they attacked. And Tella was already on the warpath to go and kill Golbez because of that. But now, because of Golbez and his minions, these fiends of the elements, two children have now sacrificed themselves for him. Sid also on the same page. So here we're going to move on. This obviously the tragedy here, but we're going to move on because we have to. Golbez is still out there. He's still dangerous. He still controls the Red Wings and Baron's armies and all these other things. We have to move on. And so we're going now to the Enterprise. But before we get there, we have another of these meanwhile scenes, which I really like in this game. Just to show you what the bad guys are up to. And here you've got Golbez and Kane with a captured Rosa. Seems like Canazo has been defeated. About the last crystal. I know but it is a problem. How about if we let Cecil get it for you? Cecil? He will come to me. We have Rosa. We can exchange her for the last crystal. That's an idea. We can do away with him then. I'll be the messenger. Cain! Rosa now is just appalled at this. Like, she knows what's going on. She knows why he's doing this. He's admitting it right here. I'll show you that I'm better than your sweet Cecil. She's fully aware of what's going on here. And Cain, at some point in the future, is going to have to come to grips with what he's doing here. Because he is clearly... he's going to remember all of this. Like, this isn't an amnesia thing like Yang had. This is full on... Cain is able to be influenced in this manner because he already has these deep-seated feelings. They are within him. Until now, he's been controlling them, keeping them inside, always being a good friend. But now, the real power that Golbez has here is to awaken those emotions, the jealousy, the envy, the anger in people. And he has done it to Cain here, where Cain now is openly telling Rosa, look, I'm better than Cecil. I've always been better than him. You should have been with me. Now we're in this situation. You could honestly probably be blaming her a little bit for this as well, because she chose Cecil over him. What was the other thing I wanted to say? Something about Golbez. I can't remember what it was. We'll talk about it later. I'm sure it'll come back to me. It's a surprise. They obviously didn't understand. Down a long flight of stairs under the castle. There's a lot of stuff going on under the castle of Baron. And here we are, a brand new airship designed by Sid. It is the Enterprise, and obviously we all know what the homage there is. What a surprise! Amazing! Let's go now, Enterprise. And there we are. We have our airship. Let's go. Oh, we can't go flying. Here they come. Let's see the power of this Enterprise. Wait. White flag. Or surrender? There's one of the Red Wing ships. I like how it looks different. You can see that it has red on it, like even in that tiny little sprite, so you know that it's the Red Wings. Cain! Remember, Cecil hasn't seen Cain since Fable, where Cain walked in and grabbed the crystal and fought with Cecil a bit. You are alive. What do you think you're doing, Cain? How is Rosa? Worried? If you want her back, get me the Crystal of Earth. Crystal of Earth? Of Toroia? I heard that in later versions of this game, the English translation was changed to Troya, or something like that. But this game, Toroia is what we're going to go with. Dirty slime. I'll exchange her with the crystal. Crystal or Rosa's life. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Golbez having the ability to like bring out someone's emotions like envy and anger and all the negative things inside them is a lot like Graf from Xenogears. He does something very similar. I'd say the difference is where Golbez can bring out those emotions in people and use it to control them. With Graf, he does all that, and he gives you superpowers. And granted, it comes at a horrible price, and you're usually turned into some hideous monster, like half machine and half monster thing, but, at least he gives you some kind of power with it. Golbez just uses you straight up. You! Wake up, Cain. That's a key phrase throughout this entire game. Wake up. That's all. I do like how they meet between airships like this, that sky bridge in between them. That's cool. Cecil. That Cain. Sid. Let's go to Taroia. And here, they do it in a character's voice, which is kind of funny. But he just tells you how to get on the airship and move it around. So you can't land on forests, mountains, or deserts. You can only land on grass plains. Let's go to Taroia. It's the northwest. Probably to the northwest, but again, I said I wasn't going to comment too much on the translation anymore. So here we are, and unfortunately we get like the bad guy kind of Doom music here. Listen. And it's not the normal music that we want while we're flying around. I'm not flying around with this doom and gloom music. Hang on. Okay, we landed the airship. World map music is on. Get back on. There we go. There we go. So now, this is the kind of music I want to be flying around the skies of Final Fantasy II. I'm just going around because I like the music. Anyway, so there's a lot we can do, I think, now that we have this. So there's a town here, which is called like Silvervia or Silveria or something like that. Guess what they're all about? Silver. So they've got some weapons and armor and things. Later in the game, once we get the claw to pick up the hovercraft, we can take it over to this little cave here as well, because we can't actually land there. Yeah, we can't actually land there. But you can go in that cave, and that's part of the key for getting, I think it's the Excalibur sword later on. So let's just take a little bit of a tour around the world. How about we do that first? So let's get back to Baron. So here we are in Baron, and let's just kind of trace our journey. Maybe we'll stop at a few places along the way. So here's the Cave of Mist, and we popped out here, and here's the Town of Mist. You ever been back to the Town of Mist? Let's see what it's like. Looks pretty good for a town that was set on fire. Oops. You'll notice that a lot of the buildings we can't go inside. The monsters we call appear from another plane, deep underground. Something to keep in mind for later. Nothing in the well. But let's check the weapon and armor stores. A whip and a dancing dagger. Neither of which our people can use. Wonder who could use those. Think about that one. Probably come up later. And armor, a bard's shirt. And yeah, a lot of people can wear it, but it only costs 70 gold, so I'm thinking it's probably not that good. Speaking of characters, I want to change these guys around. So we're back to the 3 in front model. And I want Cecil there, Sid there, and we're gonna, shoot. And we're gonna switch out Yang with, wait a minute. By doing form, Oh, well, if we can do that, why would we ever do this? Doesn't matter. Okay. Let's switch Tella with Yang, and there we are. We got 3 front row guys and 1 wizard in... Oh! Hello, everyone. I'm Tella the Sage, and I'm here to wreck you with my magic. Alright. Alright, that was just the bard's tunic that was there. I was too busy goofing around. So, I've only ever been here a couple of times. I didn't know that this place existed when I was first playing this game. So let's take a little look around and just see what we can find. There's an inn here. Hello. Oh, a naming way is over there. And nothing else. Oh, come on. This is, of course, where we met Rydia. Ah, there you go. So, the unknown fire. I guess one of the good things is that they don't know it was me. Especially since I did it by accident, right? Like, I feel like he already got enough crap from the Mysidians that he doesn't really need crap from these people too, but that's probably selfish. So, in the fireplace here we have a tiara, cloth, and ruby ring. We're going to hang on to those for now. I think it's implied that this is the home that Rydia and her mother had. Obviously, both of which are gone now. One kind of by our hand, and the other because she was eaten by the sea monster, Leviathan. I hear that the soul of Odin is sleeping under Baron. Remember when we ran into that mysterious force blocking that hallway and the stairs down? I said we'd come back to that later. That's it. That's what we're talking about. 100 gold, nice. Okay, so I think that's about it. That's all that's here. So we will come back to this place later on, but now is not the time. So you'll also see that the mountain pass is blocked here because Rydia in her rage and grief summoned Titan and caused an avalanche. So then we came up here to the desert town of Capo with Rydia, rested in the inn, and we found Rosa in the town. She is suffering from desert fever. So then we went up here to the watery pass where we found Tella, who was looking for his daughter. We came through the watery pass out to here to the castle of Damcyan, where we witnessed it being bombed by the Red Wings. We went up to the top, found Edward the Bard. We learned that Tella's daughter Anna was killed, and then Edward joined our party. Tella left to go and find revenge. With Edward, we came, where is it? Over here to the cave of the Antlion to get the Sand Ruby. Once we had the Sand Ruby, we came back over here. Oh, come on, down here, and back here to the town of Capo to use the Sand Ruby to heal Rosa's desert fever. All together now, we got back on our hovercraft, went over here, up over here, to where you can see the hovercraft right down there, to Mount Hobbs. We crossed Mount Hobbs, and when doing so, we encountered Yang, who was under attack by mysterious forces from Baron and Golbez. His entire team was wiped out, the veteran fighters of the Kingdom of Fabul. So we hurried all through over here, came back over here to the Kingdom of Fabul, and we helped defend it from Baron's attack. However, ultimately we failed. Rosa was kidnapped by Golbez, the Crystal of Wind was stolen, and yeah, we failed. Then we got on a boat to Baron so that we could confront this Golbez person and the king and set things right. However, somewhere along here, while we were sailing, we were attacked by the sea monster Leviathan. And just a second here, I gotta find it. Yeah, it's down here. We washed ashore here at the town of Masaidia. Went inside, no one liked us. We learned from the elder that we had to become a paladin if we were ever going to defeat evil. So we got 2 child wizards, Paladin and Porm, and we came with them over here to Mount Ordeals. On Mount Ordeals, in our quest to become a paladin, we found Tella the Sage on the mountain, also seeking something, the ultimate black magic Medio. And then we all got to the top. We defeated Golbez's Fiend of Earth, Millen, and Cecil became a paladin, and Tella was bestowed the knowledge of the spell Medio, along with all the spells that he'd forgotten over his long life. We came back to Masaidia, and from there we took the Serpent Road back to Baron, which is where we picked up kind of Friday's episode and today, with us finding Yang, going underneath the castle, emerging, defeating Baigan, defeating the false king, who was actually the Fiend of Water, Kanazo, and then we went underground. Paladin and Porm, obviously, as we just talked about, sacrificed themselves for the good of everyone else. Went underground, found the airship, got on the airship, blasted into the air, immediately confronted by Cain and Golbez's forces. It's telling us that they want us to get the Crystal of Earth from Toroia, or they are going to kill Rosa. So we have no choice. Our next destination is the Kingdom of Toroia, famed far and wide for its beauty, these lush forests and winding rivers, scenic mountains and waterfalls. This is all the Kingdom of Toroia. So that is our next stop, and for a lot of people, they will park the airship over here somewhere, but if you're really careful, you can get it right there. So this is a whole nother can of worms. What time is it? We still have 10 minutes. Okay, let me think about this. Okay, so there's a couple things we can do. I think the best thing for the remainder of the time we have tonight is to go into the village, the town, the city of Toroia, and take a look around, see what the shops have. We're going to need some very special equipment for what we are going to do next in this game, which is very dangerous. So let's do that now. Welcome to Toroia, the city of beautiful greenery and water. Okay. Always check the grass to see if there's any items hidden there. Real useful. Okay, so look at this garbage, right? Wrong. This garbage armor is going to see us through the next stage of this game. You see, you don't know this yet, but there's a dark elf. The dark elf has taken the Crystal of Earth, I believe. And the interesting thing about him is that he is severely weak to metal of any kind. And so he has this magnetic field in his cave that makes all metal just unbearably heavy. So all of the things here are not metal. That's the key. So we're going to need to get this stuff. Let me take a look at what our guys have equipped and what we have in storage first. Oh, he's... So Sid, the airship engineer in this game, uses hammers as his weapon. So he has a wooden hammer right now, which is good. But he's still wearing his prison outfit. Okay, so we've got 3 leather jerkins and 2 cloth tunics there. So let's put on the leather stuff. We've got a leather helmet. That's good. Arms. A ruby ring. Ruby rings apparently only take care of magic. And again, I don't know if it affects magic defense at all. So Sid's good. Cecil is 100% not good. Look at all that. He's just walking around. He's basically just a metal man at this point. So he's going to need different stuff. I think he can still use the legend sword, maybe? I can't. No, he probably can't. But we have a staff that he can use. God, from 48 to 12. Shields. Shields are not going to fly at all. Give him the leather helmet. Leather tunic, and those arms gotta go too, buddy. Sorry. Yikes. Yang. I remember the claws still being okay, so Yang is going to be our frontline fighter. Headband, karate. The iron ring's gotta go, though. And then last is Tella. Tella is using the Thunder Rod, and I think that's okay. Now, you'd think, well, what about silver? Like, silver is a non-metallic metal. I said that wrong. See, it's getting late. A non-metallic metal. It is a non-magnetic metal. So you'd think it would be okay, but I'm pretty sure it's not. And if you wear silver into the place that we're going to go, you will be in trouble. So I am... You know, let's give that ruby ring over to Tella. He's got Gaia stuff, which is good. The Thunder Rod, I believe, is metal. But he's also got a staff here, so I think we'll be okay. And I think everyone is actually... Everyone's okay. We don't actually need to buy any armor. Like, I'm not going to waste 1,000 gold on a ruby ring. Like, that's not worth it. But yeah, I think we're good. Let's see what the weapons store has. Wood hammer. He's already got that. Ah, bow and arrow. That's an idea. So Cecil, as a paladin, can use a bow and arrow. That might be a really good idea. Also a really good idea is, I think, putting Cecil in the back row for this. It's 2,000, but we got a bunch of money. Let's do it. And let's check just how many arrows we have. We've got some iron arrows, which we definitely don't want to use. We got some white arrows, and that's it. So we're gonna need to buy some arrows. Let's buy like... Oh, I just bought one fire arrow. Let's buy like 20 of each. Oh, I guess 21 fire and 20 of each of the rest. And we're gonna hope that Cecil's aim is good. Let's see how we can change this. Okay, I want Yang in front. So we'll switch him with Tella again. And, you know, we're going to leave Sid in front too. I think he'll be okay. And if he's not, well, we can change him. Oh, right, we got to equip. So Cecil is right-handed, so to me that would mean that he should be holding the bow in his left hand. Let's see if he can actually do that. Or if they say, oh, well, right is the main hand. Because obviously if you're shooting a bow... Oh, he can use it. Nice. Oh, we've got to round up all these arrows. You know, we're going to equip him with iron arrows just for now, until we get to that cave. And I'm going to come up here to item and sort all of these things that we have. Bam. Much better. So obviously with a bow, again, if you're right-handed and you're going to hold the bow with your left hand, and your arrow is going to be in your right hand. Ask me how I know sometime. Alright, so let's continue on with our exploration of the village of beautiful greenery and whatever else they said. By poking our nose into every bush that we see. And you know what? Even that well. Nope. Wells can be suspicious, man. Ooh, look at all these people in the cafe. Hello. This person sells a pass for 10,000 gold. That's pretty expensive. That's like 40% of the money that we have. Do you have a pass? No, I don't. So I don't know what that pass is for. I don't remember that. That guy doesn't want to go home. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So everyone's just having a good time. Nice. Thanks. Does everyone know my name here? Do you have enough GPs? It's going to be a bit too expensive from here on. Members only. Okay. See, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what this is all about. So anyway, there's nothing really for us to do here. So let's keep moving. Out of my way, everybody. So it's nice to see a place like this kind of crowded, but at the same time, like, I mean, you just want to get through. It's like, get out of my way, people. I don't think we need any items. I'm just curious about what they have here. Cure ones, life, tents, yeah, nothing we really need. What are you doing? I'm not going to spell it out for you. Alright, so... Oh, there's a house over here. Oh, training room. Great. I think we're beyond that by this point. Alright, so next we're going to go in the water here. Hello. Sure. I took off my giant plate armor. No, I got rid of it. Down to my leathers and my bow. We're good. But again, I would say that's a very subtle hint as to what's coming. Because you get to this new place and you're like, wow, what kind of awesome weapons and armor am I going to find here? And it's all like just that leather and cloth armor stuff. You're like, what the heck? Well, there's a reason for that. I like how it's subtle. Oh, nice. 1,000? Do you know about the twin harps? A pair of harps which can send the sound of one to another. It'll be important later. I like how people don't, you know, like the things that they say a lot of the time actually do matter. Can you get out of my way, please? Nope. There we go. Okay, so I think we got everything here. A couple more people to talk to. I don't know what that is either. We'll go check that out too. Alright. Talk to you? Oh. Oh no. Yeah, I've seen him. He's, busy watching, some people, swim. Don't disturb me, I'm just sunbathing. Okay, good to know you're not dead. So this is obviously like a very different place than what we're used to. Whereas you have Cecil and friends who are, you know, from Baron, they've been fighting this whole time. Toroia is a unique place where it has a lot in common with, like, I don't know, somewhere like Ryza from Star Trek. Like it's just like this idyllic place. Thanks to nature, we have lots of fresh veggies, and even the chocobos are with us here. Okay, all those chocobos. How to breed chocobos. Let's just go down and take a look at what they're doing here. Look at all those guys. They are cute, but stink a bit. The wild ones out in the Chocobos village still can fly a little bit and land in woods. You can find them in the Chocobos village north of here. Good to know. So they look weird to me. Oh, were they? Okay, so there's a passage there. Let me just switch on the shaders real quick. And we're going to see what this looks like if you were looking at it on a CRT. This one. Yeah, so I don't know if I've done this on the stream before, but using the Pi, you see, it's interesting. SNES and NES games were meant to be played on CRTs, and there's a certain thing that this shader does that makes it look more like you're looking at it on a CRT. And you can notice that the colors of the Chocobos like aren't as bright, they aren't as vibrant, and that's because there's like every other line I think is like a black line going through them, so it emulates that look. So they look much more natural to me here. And you can even see it in the character portraits. Like I would argue that they look better like this than once I turn the shaders off again, because this is the way you were quote unquote meant to see it. The developers for these games designed the games to be seen on a CRT because in '91 we didn't have, you know, HD TVs and all this stuff. So get a good look at everyone here. And maybe I'll do a side-by-side when I actually do a video of this. And then here, we're going to turn the shaders off and see if you can spot how different it looks. Looks a lot different. And you may say, oh, well, it's sharper. And yeah, it's sharper, but that's not everything. Anyway, there's a great channel on YouTube called My Life in Gaming, and they did this whole RGB masterclass thing and like the different ways to play old school video games and to like the best way to see them. And it's a great channel and it's a great series and I highly recommend it. I want to fly on the black Chocobos, but my mom says the ones here can't fly anymore. Yeah, that's true, kid. I guess you keep them in captivity and they lose their ability to fly. Hello. So they didn't always used to say wark, wark. They used to say kook, kook, kind of like a Japanese chicken. So in English, right, the noise a rooster makes, right, is cock-a-doodle-doo, right? But in Japanese, it's koki-ko-ko. So I think this is trying to play off of that. Let's see what's over here. Nothing. Oh well, it was worth a check. Black Chocobos remember their home and will take you back there. Again, useful information to know for later. So leaving this door open, can you go out there, man? Or are you stuck there? I thought that they could like wander around out there like where that kid is, but I guess they stop at the door here. Oh, you really got to get out of my way, man. It was a mistake to come in here. There we go. Just checking. There's nothing there. Alright. Yes, they are cute, but they stink. Alright, so I think... uh-oh. There we go. Just got panicked for a minute. How do I get out of here? I think we've now explored everything in the town. And... yeah, wait, what was in here? Did we go in here yet? Oh, that was the cafe. Okay. So yeah, we've done everything that we needed to do here. And we are going to call it a night. You know what? I don't know that I went through all this grass here. Let me just run through here real quick, and then we're going to call it a night. Zoop. Yep, nothing. Okay. Always worth it to check. All right, so we will save here and call it a night. Thank you for joining me. And next time, we are going to go to that weird dark elf magnetic cave thing I mentioned and see about getting the Crystal of Earth. Even though, you know, the enemy has a hostage, we really have no choice but to get it for them and do what they want. But hey, you know what? We've been through some pretty hairy situations, and maybe we'll be able to get through this one as well. So let me again just do the double save, because you can never be too certain. And I will make sure to shut this off properly so that it actually carries over the save. And that's all. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And join me next Friday at 8:30, where we go and we take care of that dark elf. And we'll see what happens after that. Have a good night.